Aquarius, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming and watching the videos. And I don't know what's they coming, but anyway, thank you for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. And also for the amazing feedback that you give me and through comments and or, you know, thumbs up, likes along the way there. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to do that now, or invite you actually to do that now during or at the end of the video. So this is for you Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus. So I do encourage checking out your other signs, especially if this isn't resonating with you fully or at all. So yeah, definitely check out what your other signs are saying for you for a more of a comprehensive overview about what could be happening for you, or you know, with you, and you know, for a bit of clarification, encouragement, or you know, or a bit of foresight, insight about something that may be going on with you. So cool. Now, that's kind of like really happened really quickly. So there may be something that's moving. I'm noticing that I'm talking really quickly, that's moving really quickly, or you may be feeling like you want to move really quickly, or you're wanting, you know, there is something that is around you that I'm feeling for a lot of you is like you're feeling this sense of, I wouldn't say urgency, but more so to get cracking with something. And it's like, oh my God, where am I going now? Taking a break. And this is like, because I just feel like slow down, stop as well. And it's like, where am I going? So this is where they there's something maybe you know, maybe rattling you at the moment, and it's kind of like throwing things up in the air, and where you're having to, maybe where you thought you were going to go is not kind of like panned out, or how it was going, how something was meant to turn out, or was going, you're thinking might turn out, didn't turn out quite like that. And you know, because I'm hearing like there's usually something reasonably well organized, or you know, or managed, but it's something that's kind of like throwing you. So and it's like, because I'm just feeling, looking really like thinking I'm lost for words, or I'm not being able to form words together. But I do feel like this is kind of a lot of it's kind of like on a personal level, but like there's like you're learning something about yourself, but it could have to do with your work, your business, some sort of career opportunity, you know, and it may be to do with studying, where you're learning to study, but it may be that you're moving in and out of a job, or out of a job into a new one, or vice versa. And depending on how you look at that, some of you, it may be a relationship and or a friendship. It could be, I'm just, those are the ones that are mainly coming to me at the moment. So I'm just going to like take these cards here. So I'm doing things slightly differently. Now it's at the moment, or now we'll see how we go. So anyway, I was going to do these reads for the August 2021, month of August, but it kind of didn't pan out that way. So as I was starting to do them, prepare for these the other day, it turns out I've had more of a calling to do these for the full moon energy. So things are kind of like, in a way, rattling with the high vibrational energy that's coming in at the moment. There's been some, what do they call them? I want to say supercharges, but it's not actually the word, but that's interesting. I've completely lost it. So there may be something even like that, you know, that's come up with you, and it's like, have something in mind and you know what you want to say, but then you have an idea or a thought, and then it's just gone. So oh gosh, anyway, there's been a surcharge of energy that's come through, and you may have really felt it, where your energy or your vibration is kind of like, whoa, what's just happened then? And things like literally, I feel like some things might have really supercharged up for you, or changed into, like I say, a direction where you kind of weren't really ready for, or you weren't, kind of maybe had a feeling or an inkling that could go that way, but then you didn't fully expect it to go that way, and then next minute, hello, and it's like, okay, so I feel like there's a sense of scrambling, either to explain yourself, or to shift the situation, or to counteract it, or what are they calling, I can hear this word in there, I'm hearing like reactivate or activate a new plan. I've lost the word anyway, it's gone. Hope it'll come back. But anyway, it's like reaction. So, and I don't feel like it's necessarily with the tears that are coming out, but some of you it may be that it's thrown you, and it's maybe not necessarily tears of just sadness, but there's maybe like it just maybe tears of joy as well, that something is moving or something has shifted, or or something has changed in some way or form. But then we have the middle card here is in reverse, is motion. So there may be that something where is like not in motion, or you're having trouble getting something in motion. Somebody's having a little bit of giggle with me. It could in like bowels, and I'm thinking no. But anyway, it could be that for some of you, seeing as it's come up, popped into my thoughts, because that was the last thing I would have thought popped in my thoughts. So it could be even stuff like that that's popped in your thing. It's like, where the hell did that come from? However, or these intuitive thoughts, and there may be ideas. It's like, wow, where the hell did that come from? Or that's a really interesting thought or idea that's just popped into my mind. So I feel like for some of them, like going back, it's like there is something about getting things into motion or putting something into motion, and maybe you're holding off because of something that may be, in a reaction or an emotional reaction in some way or form, which you may be thinking that it could, depending on for some of yous, could create a lack of motion. But some of these I feel are already in that, and I feel like you're looking to turn that around. And others of you are like, maybe it may intuitively, or you may be thinking it or overthinking that, and it's like, okay, like planning ahead. But I also feel like some of you have thought that, and you've actually created that. So, but there's a sense of dependability that's come through here, and I'm loving how this energy here is like depending on one another. So there may be something there that you haven't that's come up with this dependability. There may be in a lack, but I do feel like there is something there that is actually you can depend on somebody or someone else. But it may be that these two here, I'm sensing too, it's like the masculine and the feminine side of you, that you can depend on yourself at the end of the day to get the job done or whatever. And it may be that you are holding off on something and not allowing yourself to get something done or do something. So and you may be holding off on something. So it's kind of like getting something in motion as well. But this is about you taking some actionable steps too as well, and what I'm hearing with that. So we have the Queen of Cups here. Now she is in reverse here, Aquarius. So there's something about her where there is a sense of, if she was the other way, that there may be something, you may be resisting there, something which is creating this lack of calm, because the Queen of Cups is usually got to that point where she's in that space where she is calm with her emotions. She's risen above whatever it is that she's been working through. So I'm going to turn it around, because look, she's smiling and she's got this contented look, and she's looking up and looking out into the future of what could be, but rather than what couldn't be, because there's a lot of abundance there that I'm feeling. She's got her cup there. And it's got this little lid cover lid on it. So it's like she's, in a way, I'm hearing like she's covered herself. She's like, her cup is full, but she's got like something in there, like when I say covered herself or covered the cup, so there is like nothing can get in there, basically. And I feel like that's not necessarily like a sense of protection, but the protection is not necessarily on a like a hard solid one or sort of an energy, but it's more in the sense there's that knowing, there's that deep inner knowing, and that learning of her relationship with herself, as well as and how it can affect others. But because of her calm nature, she's worked through a lot of that stuff. The Fool here, because that's where I'm feeling with, even under this motion, there's something, there may be, a lack of wanting to move forward or allowing yourself to move forward. But I'm going to turn that around so you can explore possibilities and shifting that energy. Probably may have something to do with a love relationship. So it could be like you may be exploring something outside of a relationship that you're already in, or a marriage that you're already in, which could be why that's been held off. But on saying that, it may be something that it's, if you're single, and it maybe that's a similar thing, maybe really, you may be holding off for whatever reason because of something that's happened in the past, and you maybe whatever that is. Others of you, I'm kind of seeing that in a way that there is, like, you may have stepped out of a relationship, or you're maybe uncertain about where you are with a relationship because you may still have or feel an emotional attachment to that and maybe not quite ready to let go. That you're kind of there about what do I do or not, and because you know that if you do go into this other one, that it's highly likely that that is going to be the end of the previous one, or the one that's on tender hooks, or you've just maybe shifted out of or moved out from. Moved away from. But the Lovers here, I do feel like this is also, for some of you, it could well be that you are, and it's the same stance as the dependability, that you may be like, there may be something that's going on with you, and you may have a lover that's in there, and knowing that you can depend on that person. So there is the other, because that's where they're going. So there may be that there is something going on with you where you may be needing to come clean, or you may be needing to about something, and it maybe not necessarily need to become clean, but you need to maybe inform your lover of, or the person that you depends on you, or about some information, and that sort of thing. So but I'm saying that because this leap of faith here, I feel like it is maybe taking that leap of faith, and getting things in motion to in order to, so you can figure out the next step to take. The Six of Swords, you see here in your mind, so there's something about moving away from some sort of strife, and the light is on you. So I feel like the light is on you, so you have to, or maybe feeling like, okay, I'm ready to move away from the situation. So it means like, okay, I need to make some decisions in order so I can be in my power and be more in control of the situation. But the light is shining on you literally here, which is pretty cool. So the Five of Pentacles here, so that is in reverse. So I feel like with this one, it could mean on saying something, there's a shift or a change in a financial situation and that sort of thing. So this could be having something to do with money, or finances, but it could be having something to do with your health, and health, wealth, or family, whatever that is. I'm going to turn it around the other way, because even though it's in reverse and it could mean that there is something, a shift in that or a change in that, I am going to turn it up the right way, because what I'm hearing is that, there's still a sense of being in a bind, but you haven't, it's like now it's about like letting, revealing it or shifting it to, there's something that needs to be done in order to shift the situation. Okay, and I feel like you're, in a way, this is kind of like, this is a sense of hardship, but you may have put yourself, or a lack of energy through that, but not really knowing what to do. But it's like this one here is saying, yes, there's a shift in the energy, a shift in the mood, and a shift in the, the way that you're thinking about things. So this one here, I'm going to turn it around, because there's something shifting in the energy, and it may be that you feel like you are able to, look past whatever that is now, and get through it, so you can, and take that leap of faith in this person here, or energy here, and take a punt on it. So the Four of Pentacles here, okay, comes through. So there's something, there's something about, just like with that five there may be something that you're uncertain about with what is going on here, why that is, like this lack of trust, or this lack of uncertainty basically about this next part, because it's like, or a lack of feeling like you're able to move through, or being held back from doing something, from moving, because this is kind of like maybe flip-flopping back with a decision. But then we have the King of Wands here, which talks about this is about you going into that sort of energy, and grasp it to get something moving, because he's in his power. It's about you can create the magic basically by taking control of the situation, in the sense of putting things in motion, being positive, in the sense of, I could go back into taking action to, basically I'm hearing the magic is within you in order to make the changes and create whatever it is or generate whatever it is that you're wanting to generate. The Three of Pentacles is here. So there's something there that's in work or in progress in the background that you don't really, maybe not really knowing. So you've got the 5, 4, 3, but it's going the other way instead of 3, 4, 5. So something I'm hearing is either unraveling or unwinding and going back to, so you can get to the root of the problem. The Queen of Pentacles here, look, she's showing success. So there is some sort of success. So that is there. And I feel like, you know, getting to the root of the problem, or the root of not so much the problem, but because she's turned up, but it is something about the root of, or that's getting you to take a look back at the success of who you are or who you could be. Because the Queen, I'm like looking at these, even though they're not of the same sort. If there's a King and a Queen at the bottom here, and there's something in the background here, or the Three of Pentacles, so to, you know, that is in work in the background, but it's something like bringing those together, you two together. But it could be like, you know, the root of the, I'm saying that the root of the problem, or the root of, where they're going, the root of, you know, or going back to something. I keep going back to the root. I'm just gonna, okay, I need to clarify that, because I'm hearing the root of the problem, but it's not just that, because the Queen of Pentacles is about success. So it's like the root, and I'm just like asking them to give me the best possible wisdom in order to explain what is coming out, what is trying to come out. So I feel like there's something that's trying to come out for you, not just, and you're trying to figure that out, or you're trying to make something happen, but in order for something to, you have to figure out what it is, where it started from. And it could be a female energy who is very successful, who was very successful, is very successful in your life, and it may be that you're not letting her help you in order to get things going. And even this King energy here, so it could be a mother-father energy, could be, you know, a grandparents energy, it could be, you know, a friend and friends, you know, who are male, and, you know, a King, a earth sign or a fire sign as well. But I kind of feel like there's you, and there's something about two people in there anyway coming together. There's something working in the background. They're bringing that together. So it's like bringing the magic and where are they going with it? Oh, I've lost it now. The magic and it's like there's something about compatibility together, or working together, bringing the masculine and the feminine side together as well. But it's also about, you know, that energy of momentum, but also the hard-working energy and the cleverness and the smart energy that's there in the background as well. So I kind of feel that's where they're actually going with that. So it's going back to the root of it, and, like, you know, and bringing things together, you know, grounding of that situation. There we go. So that's where I feel like they're going with that. So took a little bit of a while to get through there, but anyway, we got there. So where we go now, so the angels are wanting to have a little wee cordial with you, share a message with you. Oopsie daisy, oh my God, okay, travel. So there's something to do with travel for some of you that may be coming up. So I know for some of you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to travel overseas. It could be traveling from different states, or a different part of the, you know, different part of the country, depending on where you are, if you're able to go. But it's not like, it may not happen like right now, but it's in the future. Excuse me, something maybe a little, a little bit not unsettling their contact. I feel like with that travel, there may be, and talking about overseas or somewhere else, contact. I feel like there's something about getting in contact with somebody right here, writing a book or some sort, roses. Okay, so I feel like there's a mother energy, female energy coming through with that one. Writing is a really good way of getting stuff out of your head, or out of our heads, but out of your head, same as we're talking to you, Aquarius. And emotion is energy in motion, so flow with it. And so you've got those that in there, so just go with the flow and not block it, because I feel like when you block it, there's, you know, when we block stuff, or when you block stuff, it's like it means there is, you know, it hinders the flow. Yes, you can. And I feel like they just want to finish off with that. Yes, you can. Cool. And I want to pop that over those cards there. So anyway, whatever is going on with you through this full moon period, it's like, you know, just obviously you can get through it and just go with the flow of and release whatever it is that needs to be released, or by way of, you know, taking notice of it, and, you know, when understanding it and healing it through whatever it is, forgiveness, just talking about it, and, you know, it can be a really good way of doing that, and loving and approving of yourself. Okay, anyway, we shall see you, or I shall see you, or you shall see me, actually next week, and I will begin the August 2021 monthly reads for you. Okay, bye for now. Have a great weekend.